as well as the government to work together to make this parliamentary democracy of ours, of which we are genuinely proud of, a great success in tackling the problems of our country. Our country is faced with enormous difficulties. Look at what's happening in the northeast. Attempt to divide communities, to create gap between north and south. What's happened in some of the southern states. Also, terrorism remains a serious threat. In addition, nationalism is the growing menace. Our country has done well despite all these odds, but we cannot assume that we can continue to make a mess of the processes of government, and yet the country will continue to grow, that we will continue to create jobs for the young people. Let us concentrate on essential and let us wait till the next election.
जवाब दे सकते हैं। मेरा सवाल यह है कि बीजेपी ने आपको इस बार पर्सनली टारगेट किया है, वो इसलिए इस मुद्दे पर पीछे हटना नहीं चाहते हैं। आपको लगता है कि आप बीजेपी जल्दी पावर में आने के लिए ये सब कर रही है, आपको पर्सनली निशाना बना रही है, या फिर गोल भी आप
देखिए, मैंने जो कुछ कहना था वो मैंने अपनी स्टेटमेंट को कह दिया है। उसके अलावा इस मुद्दे पर मुझे कहने के लिए कोई और जरूरी मैं समझता नहीं।
Your second term as Prime Minister, you've been bogged down by many constraints, be it coalition, be it protests on the street, or parliamentary deadlock like this. Do you have any regrets for the right things you would have wanted to do but you've not been able to do till now?
Well, there are lots of things we would have liked to do. We would certainly like to lay the foundations of a 9% growth rate, but international events have not helped. But also, I think lack of cohesion in our domestic politics has also been a factor. There have been, for example, difficulties in bringing into effect the goods and services tax. The goods and services tax, if it is agreed upon and implemented, can lead to an increase in gross domestic product of our country by 1 to 2%. It will streamline the tax system, minimize scope for evasion, but there are problems because we are not able to push through. There are similarly other things. I also would very much like that the opposition would give us a chance to work in a manner that the basic problems of India of poverty, ignorance and disease can be tackled effectively. Unfortunately, from one crisis to another, the BJP's policy gradually disrupt parliament. These are all diversionary tactics. And one is only 24 hours at one's disposal. If one is preoccupied all the time with handling these diversionary tactics, naturally that affects the capacity and the ability of the government to attend to its more fundamental task, which I have always said is to grapple with the problem of mass poverty, ignorance and disease, which still afflict millions and millions of our citizens. Well, let me say that the development in Parliament are a source of great concern to you. But when I look to the future of our country, the way things have gone in Assam, these ethnic tensions that have disturbed peace in Assam, that part of Assam which is in the borderline territorial of the administration is certainly because of worry. Similarly, the fact that thousands and thousands of people who have been living in various parts of our country, particularly in deep south, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Mumbai, have chosen, or for some reason or the other, they don't feel secure in being there and go back to the Northeast is not good for the promotion of national unity and national direction. I have also said the growth of growing communal tensions is yet another area where I sincerely believe all right-thinking people should sit together and control these numbers. I have also said that nationalism is yet another menace which, if not controlled, can hurt both of a national cohesion as well as the rate of economic development for our country. If you look at the nexus affected areas, all these areas are very rich in mineral wealth. If that mineral wealth of India is to be exploited for the purposes of the benefit of our people, then we need peace. And therefore, if nationalism is not brought under control, if political parties do not work together to deal with this menace, there will be a severe setback. There could be a severe setback to the normal growth processes of our country.
Thank you very much.
Smita Sharma, IBM Seven और CNN IBM.
तो बीजेपी के लगाए तमाम आरोपों के बारे में प्रधानमंत्री का कहना है कि मुझे जो कहना था मैं कह चुका हूं, अब मैं इसके आगे फिलहाल कुछ इस मुद्दे पर नहीं बोलने वाला हूं। आइए दोबारा सुनते हैं प्रधानमंत्री ने क्या क्या कहा पत्रकारों से बातचीत के दौरान तेहरान से लौटते वक्त।
एक पॉसिबिलिटी है।
मैडम, मैं तो यहाँ 3 दिन से यहाँ हूँ, lots of things happen in politics. As they say, a week in politics is a very long period of time. So I am not well informed about what is the motivation of those giant guys in Reliance City. But if they are working together to plead with the BJP that what is going on in Parliament, the impasse in Parliament is not good, but the future of our country, the future of our parliamentary democracy, I welcome it.
Last two questions. You want those that
Do you have any other way of overcoming the lockdown? Any way of taking this forward? Because otherwise we will see no parliament between now and even the next session.
Well, I sincerely hope that there are people, very brave people in all political parties, and that they would all have the good sense to recognize that what is happening in our parliament is not something which is being threatened to anyone. Beyond that, at this stage, I have nothing more to say.
Sir, my name is Manjeet Gill. अपने प्रोजेक्ट पर अपोजिशन ने प्राइम मिनिस्टर पर अटैक करने की कोशिश की और गिरने की कोशिश की। क्या आपको लगता है कि इस तरह की पॉलिटिकल अनसर्टेनिटी के बाद कहते हुए भी आप चाहते हैं कि लोकपाल में कैबिनेट में प्रधानमंत्री को रखना चाहिए, और क्या ये सरकार इस बिल को पास कराने की कोशिश करे?
I have always been in favor of bringing the Prime Minister within the scope of being judged by the Lokpal. I have said that many times, and I repeat that I am not afraid of myself or any Prime Minister being brought within the purview of the jurisdiction of the Lokpal. This is a matter. Now it is before standing committee, before the select committee of Lok Sabha, and thereafter, if they approve the bill, maybe if they make any amendments, it will have to go back to the Lok Sabha. But the bill is now in the field of Parliament. Whatever the outcome, we will respect that.
Conservative bloc media repeatedly claims Iran as a black state.
So this
joined the Kushal Anand Putrika. School we have asking one question from this paper. While giving moratorium to Mamata Banerjee, while giving the facility of moratorium, economic bailout for West Bengal government, what she made him also recently, and she's expecting something from him.
No, we are very keen to help all state governments which have financial problems. West Bengal is no exception to that rule. We have been discussing with the finance minister as well as the chief minister of West Bengal practical, pragmatic and viable ways and means of helping West Bengal to tide over these difficulties.
Sir, young leader Rahul Gandhi has expressed his intention to assume larger role in party or in the government. What role do you visualize for Rahul Gandhi after this consultation?
Well, I have always been of the view that Rahul Gandhi should play a more active role in our government. I have invited him to be a member of the cabinet on several occasions, and I sincerely hope that this time he would consider very seriously my request. But I have no inside knowledge of what he is planning to do.
Now, more than 3,000 cases against to the people who are agitating against the government.
Against local people who are agitating against drug policy.
Sir, good morning. Avish JP from C Business. Sir, हर तरफ से काफी खराब तस्वीर आ रही है. सी नेटवर्क ने इनिशिएटिव शुरू किया है जिसका नाम है इंडिया पॉजिटिव. आप भारत की ग्रोथ के लिए क्या 3 बड़ी चीजें पॉजिटिव देखते हैं? सर,
देखिए, आपको इस बात का पता ही है कि इस वक्त दुनिया में एक बहुत बड़ा आर्थिक संकट है. इस आर्थिक संकट के होते हुए भी हमारी इकोनॉमी 6.5% ग्रोथ रेट मेंटेन कर रही है. और आज के इस समय मुश्किल समय में जबकि अमेरिका जैसे कुल 2% की बात नहीं करते, यूरोप में 0 ग्रोथ रेट की बात हो रही है, तो वी शुड काउंट अवर ब्लेसिंग. इवन दो इट विल बी अवर एफर्ट टू इम्प्रूव अपॉन द ग्रोथ परफॉर्मेंस of 6.5% by creating an environment conducive to growth of savings, domestic investment. Fortunately, our domestic savings and investment rates are still very high, and if we improve the climate for investment in infrastructure, power, roads, ports, railways, telecommunication, I am confident we will be able to give a big push forward to our growth processes.
during such elections and you would take a suitable time and would like a substantial outcome of it. What, in your opinion, would be a substantial outcome in a suitable time?
Well, I am very keen to visit Pakistan, and I am very grateful to President Zardari for inviting me to visit that country. But I also mentioned to him that we have to create a proper atmosphere. There must be general feeling that Pakistan is doing all that it could do to deal with terrorism directed against India from Pakistani side. And in this context, the court trial of those who have been charged with this heinous crime of Bombay massacre, I think is a crucial test of Pakistan's sincerity to bring the perpetrators of these horrible crimes to put. Now on that point, President Zardari and Interior Minister Malik said they are doing all that is possible subject to the vagaries of the court process. And I also said to him that there are issues like surgery, which he himself had told me when he visited Delhi for going to Kashmir, that these are doable. And I said, let us push that process further and In the meanwhile, the foreign ministers of two countries will be meeting. They can explore the possibilities of what can be achieved to facilitate a purposeful visit of mine to Pakistan.
Sir, my name is Gaurav Sawant. I represent Headlines Today. Getting back to Pakistan questions, sir. You want those in court to face trial. Does that mean India is letting Hafiz Saeed